Peace, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cosmic Gold, and I am in the process of becoming a certified financial planner. Now, with me becoming a CFP, there are certain things that I am doing in order to expose myself to the financial planning world and to learn more about becoming a certified financial planner. And so with that being said, tonight I went to a CFP networking event via UC Berkeley Extension, and it was great. It was definitely much better than I had intended, although I really didn't have any expectations of it. I just was there to see what the fuck was up, see what was good. And so this is my first networking event ever, and I did feel uncomfortable. Networking in large groups of people is not easy, nor is it fun for me. However, I recognize within each industry it is something that is sometimes necessary, and is also beneficial, right? And I don't mean just in the sense of, meeting people in high places, so on and so forth, getting job opportunities, but I mean in just making connections with people and in stepping outside of my comfort zone, right? Because what happened is that, I live in the suburbs and I went to the major city, I went to SF, and I go to sleep early. I'm usually in bed by this time. It's like about 9:30ish. And the event was from pretty much 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock with the check-in from 5:30 to 6. I got there at 6:30. The event had already started. People were talking, so on and so forth. And so, I got there an hour late. I got there late, and I got some food, showed up, and I just sat and I observed, and I was in the environment and I listened. For me, this was important because for me being still in community college, not having any financial advising experience or financial planning experience, rather, not having any idea of what kind of firm or what firm I want to work in, and just really not having any experience in this industry at all. This event was important for me because it is like the first stepping stone towards me becoming a CFP, right? It is just another piece to the puzzle of me manifesting my dreams, manifesting my goals, right? And so with this networking event, it was quite intimate. It was a great turnout. I didn't know anybody there, and I met some people. I had some good conversations, and questions that I had already just doing research on my own about being a CFP were answered tonight. And so I am making this video because I am sharing the importance of stepping outside of your comfort zone, for one, and doing something that aligns with your goal of whatever the fuck it is, whether it's a CFP, whether it's a musician, a producer, an artist, business owner, so on and so forth, is stepping outside of that comfort zone and doing things that align with your goal, with your intention, right? For me, I know that my intention is to learn. My intention is to receive more information. And I can't do that by only researching online and sitting at home and studying all the time. I have to put myself out there. I have to dress up when I don't want to. I have to be uncomfortable in this cold ass weather, at the beginning of March, right? I have to take an hour-long train ride to the major city so that I can get access to information, so I can get access to people, get access to new ideas, new things, so I can be exposed to things that I haven't been exposed to before. And so this was the first of many across this area, the Bay Area in general. There are many different sectors of financial planning associations, so on and so forth. It's more so a matter of which one is nearest to me, which one I have access to, and which one resonates with me the most. So I'm going to be looking into that. And then as far as even more networking events, this specific networking event was hosted by a UC Berkeley Extension. And so that networking event actually only occurs once a year, so I learned. So they won't be having another one maybe until next year. They're working on, getting it together so they can have more smaller events. However, with that being said, this was my first mini for this year. And there are other events across the nation, across the world that I have on my calendar that I'm interested in, but don't quite yet have the means to attend. So again, just knowing what is out there for me, what it is that I have access to, and what it is that, is opening the door for me in order to become the best version of myself, in order to become the best damn CFP that I ever was, right? And so this networking event was medium casual, or not medium casual, like medium, it was like medium business, like, what is it, business casual? There we go. It was business casual. However, since I don't go out often, so I don't get to, but I study a lot and I go to sleep early. I don't like being outside past 9, maybe even 8:30 at the latest. With that being said though, since this was an event and it's part of my development, it's part of my career, it's part of my process and things like that, I did dress up a little bit. I got my turtleneck on and I did my makeup just because I wanted to. It wasn't necessary for me to, but I don't do my makeup often, so any chance that I have to do my makeup, I do. And I just felt good. I felt great. I was myself. I was comfortable in my being, in my awareness. The most uncomfortable thing for me was being in a room full of strangers who already have experience or who are already on the trajectory towards becoming a CFP and who are already taking classes. Whereas for me, I'm at the very beginning, like the 1% of my CFP journey. So that was the most uncomfortable part, is being in a room full of strangers that I don't know and trying to immerse myself in the environment, trying to strike up a conversation, which I didn't really do successfully. It was more so people approach me and introduce themselves to me, which I highly appreciate. Thank you for that. Because without that, I just would have I was a needle in a haystack. Okay, I was just there, So if anyone out there is looking to become a CFP or at the beginning of their journey, just like I am, whether they're in school, community college, high school, whatever the case may be, my suggestion is to just put yourself out there. Do the research so that you know what the fuck you're talking about, and then find events, opportunity, resources, people, connections, things to continue to build yourself up on as you're progressing to become a CFP, because that's what I'm doing. So I have a LinkedIn and it's not fully set up. I don't even have a profile photo. Thankfully, I have a premium account, so through my school, so I don't have to worry about paying for anything. And with that being said, because I am developing my LinkedIn, I know that I need a professional looking profile photo and I need to update my information, right? Since I'm working part-time and I really don't want to put my part-time positions on there, that's not something that I am going to do. I feel like for me, when I step into an internship and my career phase of my life, then I'll start adding more information onto my LinkedIn. And that's just me personally. If you have a LinkedIn and you want to add, your part-time jobs while attending school, hey, so be it. For me, it's just I've had too many different jobs throughout the past few years, and I just don't want all of that cluttered information on there. So as far as like getting a profile photo, my school is hosting I don't know what it is, but it's just like a fair. It's pretty much like a school fair, and they have different workshops and discussions and panels and all the this thing in one day, in a few hours, like from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And they're offering photos, like professional headshots, professional photos for free. They're offering discussions on AI, tech, so on and so forth, photography, creatives, women-based things, so on and so forth. And for me, seeing that, I am going to utilize this opportunity to get a professional headshot from the college's photography department. And so there are ways to essentially hack the system, for lack of a better term, but to do things on a budget, right? As in my last video, I am on a budget. I am a community college student. I am supporting myself, living on my own, doing things via me, by myself, right? I don't have a husband yet, so everything is through me. And that means that I have to hold myself accountable. I have to hold myself accountable to doing the research. I have to hold myself accountable to waking the fuck up in the morning and, you know, getting my day started. I have to hold myself accountable for studying, and I have to hold myself accountable for the things that I say I'm going to do. And with that being said, despite, you know, my allergies kind of trying to act up, despite, you know, how I was feeling in my belly earlier today, despite me having work from fucking 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then coming straight home and then getting ready to go to San Francisco for this event, despite all of that, I still showed the fuck up. I still showed the fuck out. I still held myself accountable to attending this event, to making this video, right? To drinking my tea, right? So on and so forth. And so that's important for me because it's setting me up for what is to come, right? And with that being said, because I'm holding myself accountable, I'm constantly seeking out resources and opportunities in order to, like I said, take my life to that next level. So I can't afford a photographer. Honestly, I can't. I have photographer friends, but they live in different cities. And I don't have the means to pay a photographer to take my photos right now. So with that being said, when I saw this school fair going on at my college, taking full advantage of it, and they had headshots, I was like, oh, bet, then that's where I'll get my LinkedIn profile photo from, right? There's so many resources and opportunities and gateways to get shit done. It's just a matter of having your intentions right. At least this is what I find that works for me, is having my intentions right, having them clear, set, and cut, and knowing what it is that I need, knowing what it is that I want, right? I may not know what I need, but I know what I want, and I want a good looking LinkedIn profile. So I need to be on the lookout and find opportunities that allow me to get those photos. I want to connect with people who are already CFPs and who are already within the financial planning industry. So I'm looking for events, I'm looking for conventions, just so I can continue immersing myself in that environment. And so tonight's networking shindig was a success. I will say it was a success. I am happy with the turnout. I met a new friend and I am on my path. You know, it's just one of those things where I feel it in my heart and I know it to be so. And so, yeah, this is another video of me becoming a CFP and what I am doing along my process in order to accomplish that, in order to achieve that. And tonight I went to a CFP networking event hosted by UC Berkeley out in San Francisco, and it was great. And I look forward to sharing with y'all the next event that I go to and providing an update, because these things are important and these things aren't talked about, you know. And so until next time, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube things, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.